Hello, everyone. It is Monday, November the 27th, 2023. I'm Doug. It is time once again to play Wordle. GamerBro7809 writes in day one of asking you to start with the word men's. Well, guess what, GamerBro? You only had to ask once. Your wish is my command. Men's. Interesting word. I don't know if we've used this before on the show, but we are going to now. So let's see what men's gets us. All right, it got us an N out of position. Anything that lights up, I'll take. That's always a good go. So I do have 4 classic vowels open for business. If it wasn't for that D, I would go straight to audio next to see what we can do. Actually, to be honest with you, when I think about it, I'm almost tempted to try audio next anyway, knowing we definitely won't light the D up, but we'll know, unless this is one of those words that just has one or more Y's in it, what the vowel or vowels are. It is very tantalizing. Let's see. You don't see this situation happen too often. So you know what? The heck with it. I am going to try audio next just to almost guarantee we get the vowel insight on this. So we're going to do audio for eval and see what we get. We get an A. Okay, so there's at least one A here. We've ruled out all the other classic vowels. So now we have A and N, both out of position. Okay, and what's interesting here, it's not necessarily the case that the N is going to be in front. You could have a couple different scenarios here. You could have A-N. I've got a funny feeling the A and the N are probably going to be next to each other. I have a funny feeling the N is... Oh, no, actually, you can't have this. You can have... What am I thinking? You can have A-N in the third and fourth, or the fourth and the fifth. I'm not sure why I was trying to put the second and third. But I think those are interesting to me. Yeah, those are actually interesting to me. So let's see. There's a few possibilities. Like, okay, here's one that immediately when I'm looking at this, what about the word prank? So prank would get me, it's going to get me some good intel on the A and the N here. P, R, and K are probably, plank is also, by the way, good, but R and L, roughly the same in terms of importance. Frank is also a possibility. Actually, I think about between F and P. I think F is a little bit more popular or more common in terms of consonants. So maybe I think what I'm going to do for my next guess here is Frank. It's obviously very possible that it could be the answer, although I do recognize there's a number of possibilities here. We'll get 3 solid consonants looked at. Good intel. So I think I'm going to go with this. Let's find out. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word Frank? No, it's not, but there we go. We do have the N locked in now. So now we know that our A is in the second or the fifth spot. I have a hard time believing that the A is going to be at the end. So I'm almost certain that we're looking at the A in the second spot with the N in the fourth spot. I suppose it's conceivable that the A could be in the second and in the fifth spot, but for now I think I'm going to go with this. Now we do still have a number of quality consonants that are not evaluated yet. So that's another thing I have to keep in mind. So I'm wondering to myself, what fits in the middle here? See, that's the thing that I think is the most interesting part of this. And the thing that could crack this case open, assuming we've got an A in the second spot, what is that middle one that would make sense? And so that's where you're going to rule a lot of the letters out, right? So, examples of letters that could perhaps fit would be, well, that's a good question. A-L-N? That's interesting now, isn't it? So I would guess sauna if it wasn't for the S and the U. I don't want to do an eval on the fourth guess just to guarantee the positioning of the A. As tantalizing as that would be, because sauna wouldn't get me any new letters looked at. So I will I will go ahead and I will resist the temptation. Now, I suppose you could have A-N-N. You could have a double N here. A-N-N-Y. Is there any... Canny? Canny is interesting, right? Would canny be a possibility? Like, I know you hear uncanny a lot. Canny. Would that make sense? Would I be risking trouble if I only get a chance to look at 2 additional new letters here? But I do like the idea of possibly the double N. So here's what we get. If it's not canny, we know absolutely for sure where the A is. We know if there's a double N. We've tested C and Y. So this could make sense to me, is a guess. I only have 2 guesses left, so it's getting a little nerve-wracking here, but I think I can do this. So, all right, I'm going to go with canny next. And here we go. Let's see what we got. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word canny? No, it's not, but look at that. Oh, A, N, and Y all in position. So now we're making some movement forward here. So let's see here. No double N. Okay, all right. So now, again, we have to look at this in terms of what is that middle letter. I think that's the key thing, right? And looking at this, apney, awny, A-W-N-Y, tawny, I don't think that that's a word. I feel like I've heard that word, but I think it's a name. Is that a name? Interesting. A-Y-N-I? Don't think so. I don't think we're dealing with... Let me just do a visualization here. A-Y-N-Y. I don't think that makes any sense. And like I said, we know there's no double A here. So what makes sense for that third letter? I think that's the key here. I just have to figure out what the third letter is. Abney, Avney, A-X-N-Y, A-Z-N-Y. I keep coming back to A-W-N-Y. I only do a visualization on A-T-N-Y. No. Nothing comes there. A-P-N-Y, A-L-N-Y. I know, I realize I'm just going down the line here. Why do I keep coming back to the word... Why do I keep coming back to tawny? That keeps coming back into my mind. I guess I'm going to have to go with that. I realize now we're on our 5th guess. And that word just keeps coming up. So I guess I'm going to go with what my gut instinct is telling me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with testing T and W. They're pretty strong letters. So we're going to do that. Okay, so here we go. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word tawny? Yes, it is. There we go. Great. Well, that's going to be a tough one. I suspect that's going to throw a bunch of people for a loop here. So you may be watching this show for the first time, and if you are, hi! I like to play Wordle every day on this channel. I also play Connections. You can check that as well. I'm a video game nerd. I have another channel. It's all Doug in Games. I like pasta. I love chicken parm and walks on the beach. So every time we do one of these, I throw a little more detail on it. And because I'm a nice guy, I let you guys know what tomorrow's starting word is. So tomorrow, for those who are interested, we're going to start with the word whale. So So what you do is you can kind of play the puzzle with my starting words, see how you did, then watch the video. A lot of people like that. Well, nonetheless, and if you enjoy this, if you like the cut of my jib, as it were, please click the subscribe button. It really helps us out quite a bit. Well, folks, new or old, love you all. Let's talk in the comments. How did you do today? Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow with some more Wordle.